Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's your hostess with the mostest, Queen Karizma, and I'm back with another commentary video about the Shanquella Robinson case. Now, I want you guys to just use your minds really quick, okay, as I break this down. The Cabo Six never changed their story. I repeat, the Cabo Six never changed their story. That was a lie. Now, Miss Robinson and Quila Long, her sister, told reporters and told several bloggers that the Cabo Six had different stories, and that just wasn't true. The same story remained that they told the Mexican authorities allegedly, they told Shanquella's parents allegedly that she died from alcohol poisoning. That never changed. There weren't any different stories. They stuck with that story that Shanquella Robinson allegedly died from alcohol poisoning. Now, I want to just point out a few things from my live I did yesterday. Welcome, everyone. And how Quila Long is now changing up her profile, right? Because they watching me. They be watching us who's calling this stuff out. They want you to drink the Kool-Aid and enjoy the flavor while it's some poison in there. Because anytime someone is not thinking on the same train, the same track, the same hamster wheel as everyone else, then they want to try to shame you. They want to try to say, oh my God, you're disrespecting the family. Say whatever you want. We're going to keep on asking these questions, and I'm going to continue to point this out. I don't care how uncomfortable you are or how much you don't like it. Leave if you don't like it. Stop watching it if you don't like it. People lie, numbers don't. Y'all watching this. So now let me point this out really quick. Let me share my screen. Okay. And shout out to everybody who seen all the videos up to this point. Make sure you go check it out if you missed it so that you're caught up. Okay. And I'll put the links in the comment section below or under the video. Let me share with you this. So yesterday, I showed y'all that she had the GoFundMe link. It's no longer there. You see what I'm saying? She, just like she did with the GoFundMe, she edited the GoFundMe to say, oh, you're going to help us with help contribute to legal fees. She took out what the GoFundMe was originally for. She said that GoFundMe was originally for funeral expenses, but I already exposed that the funeral happened before she even took the money out because she's still collecting funds. So the funeral was already had. The money was already there. The funeral was already paid for. The horse and the carriage was paid for. Everything was already paid for. The casket was paid for. Bernard was already at the funeral home waiting to get the body. Everything was already paid. So the fact that she put this is for funeral expenses, we're going through a tremendous financial difficulty, that, in my opinion, was a lie. That was a lie. Especially if she's saying that she's a registered nurse. Registered nurses make a shitload of money. They make a lot of money. So even if she said she was going through financial difficulties, Bernard Robinson, Shanquella's father, already said that he wasn't. He wasn't going through financial difficulties. They have already had PPP loans. He allegedly owns a truck company. I don't know, his own truck or whatever he does. He said he didn't need the GoFundMe. He said he didn't need the money. He's the one who allegedly paid for Shanquella's body to return to the United States. He didn't need the money. But that's not what Quila Long put on the GoFundMe. She said, we're going through a tremendous financial difficulty. You've seen new hair. You've seen new shoes. You've seen nails done, makeup done, everything did. And you really going to pretend like they were going through some financial struggle? You've seen the Christmas I shared with you. You've seen the Gucci bags. You've seen the name brand cars. They're not struggling, period. At the end of the day, I'm really starting to believe that this was a money grab, and including the fact that she has not closed the GoFundMe. So anyway, she posted this just 20 hours ago. After I called her out, she went ahead and posted this 20 hours ago. She didn't have that there. She just had this picture there, and she deleted the link to the GoFundMe. If you think I'm playing with y'all when I say they're watching this content and they're starting to get worried that people are figuring out that it may be some ulterior motives in this case, you may be exploiting your own stepsister's death, right? Period. So she deleted the GoFundMe. If she didn't care what anybody had to say, and I don't care about this and whatever y'all talk about and all this stuff, why did she delete the GoFundMe and add a picture after my video, right? Who am I, right? Who am I? See, that's why I'm saying our voices is powerful. My voice is powerful. It moves people. It makes them jump. It makes them react. It makes them change up. Right? So this commentary, this raw, real commentary is really bothering people because the truth gonna hurt. The truth is uncomfortable. And regardless if you put this one photo here, that doesn't mean nothing. That just proves my point that you did not give two F's. At this point, this is not a concern to you. What's the concern is that GoFundMe. Now you deleted the link, right? Because we pointed out, why do you have the link here? You didn't have no pictures of Shanquella. Why have the GoFundMe link and no photos of your sister? You just had this photo, thinking you a bad mama jamma, huh? You trying to get men up on here. This is like a dating thing for you. You want everybody to see your shape and see you. This has nothing to do with Shanquella anymore. And again, I don't know if they're able to take money from that GoFundMe, even though it's still open, because they not once have the mama or the sister looked bummy at all. They've all had name brand clothing, different short wigs, makeup done, hair done, everything did, nails done, Gucci down, all these name brand items. And they want to tell you that they're going through some financial difficulty. And you fools believe it because a lot of people in this community and outside the community, you feed off emotion. You don't go with facts. You don't go with knowledge. You don't go with reading and doing your research. You ignore red flags. And this is why a lot of us get scammed. You go off emotion. You go off sadness and anger. Mostly in this community, sadness and anger. You want to be outraged because we're pointing this stuff out. Well, you're going to continue to be outraged. Because I'm going to continue pointing it out. She added this photo after my video. How long was I on there? For almost 2 hours on my live. She had plenty opportunity to post the photo then, right? She had plenty opportunity to even post photos before then. But it was not until I said something about the link, about her promoting the GoFundMe, going into 2023, having hired legal counsel, still running their mouth all over the place. And then you expect us not to question what the hell they're doing? They told reporters that the Cabo 6 lied to them. They said they had different stories when that was a lie. That was a lie. That was a lie. They all told y'all the same story, which is that Shanquella Robinson died from alcohol poisoning, allegedly. They never switched their stories up. From Mexico to the United States of America, they told everyone that she died from alcohol poisoning. Not only that, they said that a medic had told them that. So this is what it is. Incompetent medical services in Mexico. Mexican medical services cannot compare to the United States and how advanced we are in medicine, in pharmacy, and in everything you can think of. Technology. They had to deal with incompetent medical officials in Mexico, and you want to believe Gerardo Zuniga because he's a Mexican reporter. Meanwhile, you're ignoring the thousands of citations he has for misinformation and for lying. He has thousands of citations, and you fools believe when he said Dejhanae Jackson was arrested. She up on social media, posting on social media. You can't post on social media if you're arrested, if you're detained, if they're questioning you about a murder. Period, point blank. So at the end of the day, y'all the fools for believing Gerardo Zuniga. I never believed him. I always questioned him. And then I exposed him on this channel. He was in trouble for harassing a Mexican official who was a woman because he did not want that woman to be in office. Now let's come back here because I'm about to break this down for y'all. I'm about to break it down for y'all. Hit the like button because I'm gonna break it down for you, okay? Let me turn my heater off real quick because I don't want all the noise in the background. Give me 1 second. I'm about to break this thing down for y'all. Okay. And I'm gonna need y'all to hit the like button so more people can join in on the conversation. Trolls will be blocked. Trolls will be blocked. Welcome, Juanita. I see y'all in here. Welcome, everyone. Carvella, good afternoon. Good morning to everybody on the West Coast. Okay. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna get to y'all in a second. Let me just stay focused here, okay? They told reporters, they told bloggers, they told everybody that the Cabo Six told them different stories. Did they not? They said, oh, they all said something different. First and foremost, there were 6 individuals besides her daughter there, right? So how did everyone tell you a different story when you only spoke to 3? That's the first lie. Second lie, she said that she did not know the people who went on the trip except for Khalil. If you didn't know Dejhanae and Winter, why did you invite them over to your house? Second lie. Second lie. Second lie. If you didn't know those women, if you didn't know who they went on the trip with, why the hell would you invite 2 strangers to your home after your daughter, after your sister is murdered in Mexico? That makes absolutely no sense at all. Why did you invite people you didn't know to your house? And now we get why, and there's no offense to Shanquella, we want justice for her, but we get why she thought the way she did, that she could trust people, because apparently her mother and sister didn't show that they had any type of discernment. Did not show that they had any type of discernment. You said you only knew Khalil. You told everybody that y'all only knew Khalil. So why did you invite Khalil, Winter, Donovan, and Dejhanae Jackson to your home? Right? Another thing, she came here to borrow a piece of luggage. Why does she need to borrow a piece of luggage from you? When she had her own money, her own business, her own everything, why did she need to borrow a piece of luggage from you? Or did you have her Louis V luggage that she let you borrow? Did you have her Gucci luggage that she let you borrow? What's really good, right? So I'm going to read something really quick, okay? This is what Quila Long said. And if you notice, in every picture with her and Shanquella, she's near the mother. They were not close, period, point blank. They had 2 different daddies. I don't know if the daddy cheated on the mama or what, but they're obviously separated, 2 different homes, maybe had lived in the same home and then they went and got an apartment. I don't know. Okay. But what I do know is they excommunicated Bernard Robertson. He didn't know shit about anything. He didn't know nothing about her going to Mexico. He didn't know the friends, and he just knew of Khalil. So these were the 2 who were trustworthy of the same people who allegedly murdered and set up Shanquella, and they claimed they didn't know Winter. I didn't know them. I didn't know them. Then why did you invite her to your home? Why did you invite Winter and Dejhanae to their home? Listen to this. This is what Quila Long said. Shanquella's half-sister, aka stepsister, because her dad married the mother, right? So they stepsisters and half-sisters. This is what Quilla Long said. I was more believing the dude that went on the trip with because that was her best friend. I just revealed in my video that I just did today that Ricky was her best friend. Ricky Coleon, whoever, I don't know if that's his real last name. That's probably like a rap name or whatever. But he was the best friend. He's the one who was at the funeral, not Khalil. They were not best friends. They may have been close friends. They may have had romantic relationships, but they were not best friends because there were no other video footage of her and Khalil going on dates, going on trips like it was with Ricky. Ricky was at the funeral. Ricky wore the custom pink. Y'all said nothing about Ricky, right? And that's the missing piece. That's the missing link. If Khalil thought he was the best friend and Ricky said, no, that's my best friend of 4 years. I mean, what do you think is going to happen, especially if allegedly she was romantically involved with both of them? Somebody was friend zoned, in my opinion. Now, this is what she said, okay? Because let me go up a little bit more. Okay. She actually came, this is her talking about her sister. This is her talking about Shanquella. She actually came here to borrow a piece of luggage of mine to take on the trip. That already don't sound right. Why does she need to borrow from you? She got her own car, her own apartment, her own money, her own businesses, and she need to borrow luggage from you? Long shares with Essence. I thought she was going with the people she always traveled with. Well, I thought you were the people she always traveled with. I thought she always traveled with family. So who is the people that she always traveled with? See, all these things need to be in detail. What people that she always traveled with? Who is the people she always traveled with? Because we thought the family was the people she always traveled with. So who is the people she always traveled with? Just say that you didn't give a shit what she was doing. She was doing her own thing. You didn't know about her personal life. You didn't know about who else she was talking to, what other people she was associated with, because you were not involved in her life. She just came to get a piece of luggage. She didn't invite you to the trip. She came and got some luggage from you. Probably that was her luggage that she got from you that you borrowed, in my opinion. So then she said, I thought she was going with the people she always traveled with. So it wasn't any reason for me to have any ill feelings towards her going out of town. Why would you have ill feelings towards her going out of town? That don't make sense. But you didn't question, hey, sis, who you going with? Sis, who you going with, girl? Y'all going to Mexico? Girl, that's a whole different, that's damn near, that's a whole different country. So who you going with, sis? I just want to make sure you good. No, they weren't close like that. All she told her was to be safe. She didn't ask any questions. She didn't ask who she going with. She didn't ask, are you good? You safe? You got money? She didn't say, oh, hey, call me. Call me when you get there, sis. No, she said, oh yeah, just be safe. Get your little luggage and just be safe. Then she learned that her sister died on the trip. So she knew her sister died. Keep that in mind. She knew that Shanquella was dead in Mexico. But she still invited the suspects on over to her home, right? So then she said there were conflicting stories. Here we go. Long heard that there had been a fight. So she already heard there was a fight before the video. And for people who said, oh, Gerald Jackson, he's the one who did the viral video. No, that video, I did my research last night. That video was on the internet way before Gerald Jackson came in the mix. Gerald Jackson got popular because he got onto the story quickly, and he went and reached out to Bernard Robinson after cyber stalking them allegedly and getting their information from whatever, Ben Verify, Truth Finder, one of those sites where you got to pay to find out their information. This is how Winter, Khalil, Malik, and all their personal information was leaked. They was pretty much doxxed because people went to Ben Verify, Truth Finder, and whatever other LexisNexis or whatever else they use to leak their information. This is how Gerald Jackson got the email. This is how he got their phone number. And he reached out to Bernard, probably was trying to extort him, talking about a video that was already on the internet. The video was already viral. If you go to Twitter, you look up Shanquella Robinson, it's videos that were there on November 15th. November 15th. And possibly before then. They knew because people were telling them, because the video was already on the internet going viral. The video was already leaked going viral. So you could play like they didn't know nothing. They just sat here and told you they knew, they heard. There were conflicting stories long. So her sister heard that there had been a fight. So you heard, they gave you the knowledge that there was a fight. They gave you the heads up that there was a fight. But she wanted to believe in the guy that she liked, which was Khalil Cook, your sister best friend. Why are you so cozied up with your sister's best friend? Why are you so close to your sister's best friend? You probably got his number. He feels so comfortable to just come up and show up over your home. Y'all probably planned, okay, when y'all come back, this is what she said in Gerald Jackson interview. She said she told Khalil to bring the girls. So you invited strangers in your home. You just said, oh, I don't know any of those people that went on a trip. Why the hell would you invite them over when people telling you that they got in a fight? So you were aware of it. You were aware of it. You still didn't care. You still didn't believe. You wanted to believe in the young man that you had an eye for. The young man that you had an eye for, in my opinion. So let's go. Let's go. Stick with me. Hit that like button, man. We're going to break this down. There were conflicting stories. There wasn't a conflicting story with the Cabo 6. They told you it was alcohol poisoning. The confliction comes from when you didn't want to believe the truth, that there had been a fight from people who was trying to give you the heads up. You didn't want to believe that. So you were conflicted in yourself. Who do I believe? The guy who left my murdered sister in Cabo, Mexico? Or these people who have already seen the video on social media that they were fighting? Because no random people are not going to say they got in a fight with that girl. The video was already there. It just wasn't as viral as it became. So they knew the video was out. People were giving them the heads up. People were calling them. Why are y'all still inviting these people over? They fought that girl. They still didn't listen. The mama didn't listen. The sister didn't listen because the sister wanted to believe in the man that she liked, the young man that her sister was best friends with, that she liked. That's what she said. I liked Khalil. He didn't show nothing. Oh yeah, we know you liked him because he was over there for 4 days and possibly 4 nights. Right? At her house. So it says, long heard that there had been a fight, but she trusted, here we go. She trusted, right? This is where Shanquella got it from. She trusted another account from a male friend who said Robinson died of alcohol poisoning. So the Cabo 6, Winter, Khalil, and Dejhanae did not tell you conflicting stories. They told you it was alcohol poisoning. You asked 1,000 times. They said alcohol poisoning, alcohol poisoning, alcohol poisoning. Now, when people were trying to tell y'all that there was a fight, you ignored them. You didn't want to believe. You trusted in the nigga that left your sister to die in Mexico, the dude who didn't do a goddamn thing, and still was in contact with them even after they saw the video. Still was asking him questions. Oh, well, we saw the video. Oh, and then he started sweating, and then he took it. Why are y'all still letting him come over? Why did you invite Winter and Dejhanae over? And you said you didn't know them people. Let's continue. Let's continue. This is what Long says. I was more believing the dude that she went on the trip with because that was her best friend. Was it? Or was that your best friend? Who best friend was it? Because according to Ricky and according to Shanquella, they were best friends, allegedly, and romantically involved. So how is Khalil the best friend and Ricky the best friend? So she had 2 male best friends who both were romantically involved with her, who both had feelings for her, who both probably was in competition with one another for her. You think Khalil didn't see all those videos with her and Ricky and walking around, smoking together, drinking together? Somebody was friend zoned. So who best friend was that? Because it sounded like it was your best friend. So this is what she goes on to say. So I didn't think that he would be malicious about anything. Why your sister's dead in Mexico? Why would you even think any of them were truthful? How smart is that? Why would you believe that anybody was going to tell you the truth? Tell you what happened, give you details when these are the same motherfuckers who left your dead sister in Mexico after allegedly setting her up and murdering her, beating her to death, and you still invited them over. It's time to take some accountability. She believed what he said, that it was alcohol poisoning. That's what he said. That's what Winter said. That's what Dejhanae said. That's what the entire Cabo 6 said. Their stories never change. Y'all stories change. Y'all said that you invited them over and they ate and they drank and y'all talked about what you was going to wear. How you talking about what you're going to wear to the funeral with complete strangers? You claim that you didn't know. Oh, they just went to school with her. Then why are you talking about these intricate details about the funeral? If they just went to school with her and y'all didn't know them, you just knew Khalil. It ain't making sense. So this is what she said. I didn't think that he would tell us a lie. So she put her trust in this man, this young man. What is she, 40 something? She had a crush on him. She had a crush on him, in my opinion. She had a different type of liking towards him. She probably liked him more than she liked her sister. I didn't think he would tell us a lie. Why wouldn't you think that? Why wouldn't you think the guy who left your dead sister in Mexico wouldn't tell you a lie? I trusted him. Why you trust him so much? This ain't your family. Why you trusted him so much? Is this why Shanquella trusted everybody so goddamn much? Because y'all didn't have no goddamn discernment? I trusted him. Why would you trust a suspect? And then invite the two girls who allegedly beat her to death on over. And they was boohoo crying and this and that. So then she said, so I took his word for it. Instead of listening to everybody telling her that these people set this girl up and beat her to death, and there was a video going around, she said, I ignored all that and I trusted him. I took his word for it. I took his word for it. Who is he to you? Have y'all been romantically involved? Allegedly? I'm asking questions. Everything's in my own goddamn opinion. She said I trusted him more than anything. So I took his word for it more than anything. Why would you do that? He left your sister over there. He didn't stay over there with her. He didn't stay and make sure her body got back. He didn't. So why the hell would you trust any one of them on the trip? Why would you trust any one of them? And why would you invite Winter and Dejhanae over when you and your mama said that y'all did not know them? So she says, so I took his word for it more than anything, and he said it was alcohol poisoning. So the mama and the sister did believe that she died from alcohol poisoning, even though the daddy did it. The daddy is the one who says something don't sound right. I know my daughter. Yes, she drink, but she wouldn't drink herself to death. Yes, she party, but she wouldn't party herself to death. Yes, she's not perfect, but she wouldn't sit there and risk losing her businesses, losing her clients, losing her money over some alcohol. But y'all believe that it was alcohol poisoning. Is that why your mama named you Tequila? You believed in that alcohol. You believed in that alcohol poisoning, right? Oh, it's possible, yeah. So you didn't believe all the people who was telling y'all they were fighting. There's a video out, they were fighting. They ignored it. They ignored it. They went with the alcohol poisoning. Then in several interviews, they said, well, we didn't actually believe it. We had a feeling that something was off. No, you didn't. You believed every word that he said, which is why you said it right here. You took his word for it more than anything, and he said it was alcohol poisoning. So this man was important in your life. Khalil was important to you. You trusted him over people giving you the heads up. So you knew there was a fight. You knew something was off, and you still ignored it and still trusted the guy who left your sister dead body in Mexico. and just brought back her belongings and said it was alcohol poisoning, and you believed it. Not only did you believe it, you invited him over 4 more days, didn't you? Even after the video was out, even after the autopsy was out, you still allegedly invited him over, and he stayed there for 4 freaking days. Because the mama said when they found out about the video, they brought it up to him, and he started sweating and this and that and all this stuff, right? Listen. It says eventually 3 of Robinson's friends, 3 of the friends, those wasn't friends. You just said you knew Khalil. How the hell did it turn to friends? You see how this shit is? Come on, yo. You just said you did not know anyone but Khalil. So how did it turn to 3 of the friends came over? Your story changed, not the Cabo 6. Your story changed. Now they're 3 friends. But you just said you didn't know anybody else she went on a trip with except for Khalil. So why did you let 3 people in your home? 3 suspects, 2 of whom you did not know. And you told Khalil to bring those 2 girls, to bring those 2 strangers. Lord. Okay. Let me continue. She said, eventually 3 of Robinson's friends came to her home, came to Quila's home, the sister home. So she invited them in with open arms. And the mama was there at Quila's home. And they invited 3 suspects on over. One that they claimed they knew, but obviously they didn't know. Obviously, you put your trust in him for what? Because he helped with some PPP loans, allegedly. Right? So listen to this. Eventually, 3 of Robinson's friends came to her home in Charlotte, North Carolina. The sister's mom, Salamandra, was also there. So the mama was at Quila Long's house. Quila Long invited those murderers, those alleged murderers, whoever was involved, suspects, whatever you want to call it. She invited them over to her home, her goddamn home, even after her sister was murdered. Why are you talking to the suspects? You're not the police. This is why the police not talking to y'all. This is why you ain't got no updates, because the FBI and the police not even talking to y'all anymore, because you're involved with an extortionist, Gerald Jackson, and you had contact with these suspects before the police did, allegedly. They met the mother. What an honor. Her murder suspects met your mama. How stupid is this? What type of sense do this make? They came and met my mother. They could have killed y'all too. God forbid. You let these people up in your goddamn home. No discernment whatsoever. And if you would have called Bernard, he would have told you a little something about some logic, because apparently you just like this dude so much that you saw past all the red flags. So my question is, what type of relationship did you and Khalil have to make you like him that much, where you put your whole trust in what he said? Let's continue. This is what Quila Long said, though. The sister, the stepsister and half-sister. This is what she said after inviting the murder suspects to her home to meet Shanquella's mother after she just beat your daughter to death. Yeah, come and meet my mama. Come and meet my mama. I don't know these other 2, but y'all all come meet my mama. They came to meet my mother to talk about the incident. Y'all not police. You're not the authorities. Do you know how dangerous this is? This could have went left. You already heard that they were fighting her, and you still ignored it. People was calling y'all telling you they were fighting her. The video's out there. They was beating that girl to death. You invited the suspects on over for dinner to talk about the incident. You're not any FBI, and you're not the police. And this is exactly why the police and the FBI have stopped giving you updates. Because somebody in this family, in my opinion, is involved or tampered with some evidence as well. They came to meet my mom. This is what Quita Long says. They came to meet my mother to talk about the incident that happened in Cabo. The two young ladies and the male. The two young ladies and the male. Why would you invite two strangers to your home when you said you only knew Khalil? They invited the suspects over, y'all. Like they was gonna really get some answers. That, you know how dangerous that is? This could have been a double homicide, a triple homicide. Because the lack of discernment. And then you excommunicated the daddy, allegedly. So y'all don't talk to him, right? You just calling him, telling him what happened. So then he's in the interview talking about they came to the home, they ate. That's what y'all told him. Now you talking about, oh, they didn't eat anything. You trying to dismiss the fact that y'all were loving and kind to these murder suspects. These alleged murder suspects. Because ain't nobody arrested. Ain't nobody charged with nothing. We going into the new year. They just spent Thanksgiving, Christmas, and now they're going to spend New Year's free. While y'all still believe in Gerardo Zuniga. Oh, they were arrested. Subpoenas are out. Oh, yeah. No one's arrested. No one's charged. No one's extradited. So let's continue. They came to meet my mother to talk about the incident that happened in Cabo. The two young ladies and the male told us there wasn't any type of fighting going on, and you believed them. You believed them. You believe them over finding out what happened to your deceased sister, to your daughter. You gonna believe them. Do that make any type of sense? They believe what the medic told him. You don't even know if it was a medic there, because you getting all your information from the freaking suspects, the alleged suspects, the people she traveled with who left her there, her dead body there in a whole nother country, and you invited them over. And you taking this word for it. These two strangers you don't even goddamn know. And the nigga who didn't stay with his so-called best friend in Mexico. Yeah, I'm still here in Mexico. Everybody else left. This is what should have happened if he was such a best friend, if he was such a good man. Yeah, I stayed with her in Mexico. Everybody else left. I'm still here, Mr. Robinson. I'm still here, Ms. Robinson. We're going to get justice. I'm going to make sure her body come back, period. Blah, blah, blah. No, because he was a part of it. And you foolishly just trusted anybody, especially the ones who left your damn daughter and your sister in Mexico dead. You knew she was dead. You heard about the fighting, and you still invited them over, asking them what happened, like you the goddamn police. Anything could have happened to them. That was stupid, it was foolish, and it was dangerous. They believe what the medic told him, that it was alcohol poisoning. We asked him about the fight. Listen closely. They knew about the goddamn fight. We asked him about the fight. They knew about the fight. And still let these folks on over. Let them in. Lord have mercy. We asked him about the fight because we was hearing, here we go, from other people that they was out there fighting her. So they knew. Ain't that some shit? They knew, they didn't care. They believed Shanquella died from alcohol poisoning. They believed their daughter was a drunk. At least the mama did. And the sister believed she was a drunk so much to the point where she drank herself into an alcohol coma and couldn't get up. And then they heard that they were fighting her. So you were aware that there was a video out here of your daughter, your half sister being beaten to death, and you still what was letting them inside your goddamn home. My God. Listen here. Because something's missing up there, in my opinion. And I gotta talk plain. I don't care what nobody say. I gotta talk plain. Because this is why this case is going on forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. Nobody arrested. We asked him about the fight because we was hearing from other people that they were out there fighting her. They had jumped on her out there. So they were all giving us a story, a lie until the video surfaced. I doubt that. They weren't giving you no lie. They told you what the medic told them. You said you believed them so much, right? They told you what the medic told them. Their story didn't change. They told you it was alcohol poisoning over and over again. And that's what you believed. Their stories didn't change. Y'all stories changed. Y'all stories changed. First, you said you put all your trust in him. I believed him. And then when you were getting interviewed by news outlets, you said, well, we kind of had a iffy feeling about it, but you still let him in your home. We had an iffy feeling about it, but you let the girl who was seen in the viral video humiliating your daughter while she was naked, you let her in your home. Even if you heard about it, why would you still even communicate with these folks? Why would you even let them in your home out of all places? Why would you even talk to them before the police got a chance to talk to them? And then you want to act like you want some justice after? Justice should have started in the beginning. It should have started by you not opening your home to these murder suspects. It should have started by you trying to find out what really happened to her, but instead y'all let Bernard do all the work. Allegedly. So then they said, so they was all giving us a story. No, they told you it was alcohol poisoning. They didn't change it up. It was the same story from Mexico to the USA. Nothing changed with that story. That story was consistent. Even the Mexican police put it in a police report. So y'all story changed. You changed up. You tried to act like it wasn't a big deal after, we didn't really believe him like that. No, yes, you did. You believed every word that came out of his mouth. You believed that your daughter and your half sister drank herself to death when people was telling you that there's a viral video. They was telling you those girls was fighting. How did they know they were fighting? The video was already out there. That's how. That's how. Thank you so much, Mark, for your super chat. That's how. You knew everything. They told you everything. Everything was there. You still didn't give a damn. So this, mind you, this is day one. She said the video surfaced. That was day one. She said that she had Khalil over there for 4 days. So even after the video surfaced, even after the autopsy came out, she still had Khalil over there. What was her relationship with Khalil? That's the next question. What was her relationship with Khalil? Why they trust him so much? Why you trust him so goddamn much? He ain't part of the family. Was this your man or something? Let's continue, right? In November, a video went viral allegedly showing an attack of Robinson while on their Cabo vacation. The family had yet to see the video. That's crazy because Bernard saw it. How did you not see it if Bernard saw it and he don't even have a social media account? That's where Gerald comes in, reaching out to the family, trying to probably extort the dad, allegedly. Got his interview by trying to act like he was really interested. Oh yeah, we want justice. Yeah, did you know a video's out there, Mr. Robinson? There's a video out there. Well, before the video surfaced, they already heard that they were fighting. I just read that. Before the video surfaced, they already heard that they were fighting. They already knew. Right? The family had yet to see the video. I don't believe that. When the three friends visited her Charlotte home. So what happened after when Khalil was there for 4 days? You said he kept coming over there for 3 days after that, right? That's a total of 4 days. After the video surfaced, after the alcohol poison, after the autopsy, you still had him come over there. Why? Was the mama home the other 3 times he came over, or was it just Quila Long and Khalil? In the video, a woman is seen throwing punches repeatedly to another woman's head. In the background, someone says, Quila, can you at least fight back? No, she can't fight back because her mama didn't teach her how to fight. Her sister didn't teach her how to fight. And apparently her daddy didn't teach her how to fight. So she just couldn't fight. According to what the family is saying, she just couldn't fight. They didn't teach her self-defense. They didn't teach her how to defend herself. As a young woman traveling around the world, traveling here and there, they didn't teach her how to defend herself. And now here we go. The friends' conflicting stories. What conflicting stories? They told y'all alcohol poisoning. That story never changed. Y'all story changed. Y'all story changed. First, they came over eating, then we didn't feed them. They didn't eat nothing. Right? All these other details come out later. Oh, we was talking about the clothes for the funeral. Why are you talking about the clothes for the funeral with the suspects? So you just accepted alcohol poisoning. That's why. In my opinion. The friends' conflicting stories, what story conflicted with the other? They told you alcohol poisoning. They told you alcohol poisoning. Where is the confliction? The friends' conflicting stories. Where was the confliction? Can somebody let me know? Where was the conflicting stories at? Because they told Mexican authorities, they told the Mexican police, they told you and everybody else that it was alcohol poisoning. So I'm just trying to figure out what confliction, what conflicting stories, what conflicting stories. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know what conflicting stories. So it says the friends' conflicting stories have been compounded by vague reports from authorities. So why y'all not up on the authorities' ass either? Why you not on the Mexican authority ass, but you believe in Gerardo Zuniga, who is a Mexican reporter in Mexico? Meanwhile, they just covered up, allegedly, your daughter's murder, your sister's murder. And you had the same guy, Gerald Jackson, interviewing Gerardo Zuniga, saying that Dejhanae Jackson was arrested and nobody was arrested. Then you had the family come out and say no arrests have been made. You keep on believing a reporter who has been cited more than 1,000 times all you want to. Has citations, more than 1,000 citations, allegedly, in Mexico. I looked it up. Who's taking advantage of the situation. Taking advantage of the story. Allegedly. All right. Can y'all hear me? Can you see me? They try to report this video, obviously. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Okay. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Hit that like button. We know they reporting the video. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. Y'all can hear me? Cool, cool. We back. Keep trying to report, hoes. It ain't going no goddamn where. Let me go ahead and share my screen again. Keep on reporting all you want. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. They trying to take the video down. That's why the screen went black. Did y'all see that? I got excellent connection. I got excellent Wi-Fi. My laptop is charged. They're trying to get the video down. All these hackers, yeah, keep on trying, ho. Now let's continue. Let's go down. Let's go down. Thank you so much, RW, for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you so much. I'll be having this video backed up just like all the other videos I did backed up. So here we go. The friends' conflicting stories have been compounded by vague reports from authorities. But they wasn't on the authorities' case. Everybody's on the Cabo 6. Everybody's trusting Mexican reporters. Everybody trusted the Mexican reporter when he said that Dejhanae was arrested, and she wasn't. There wasn't any reports that she was arrested. But y'all trusted them, trusted him with all your goddamn heart. And you want to question people who asking questions. How stupid is that? Anyway, let's continue. The U.S. State Department reportedly stated that there was no clear evidence of foul play. The U.S. State Department, I'm going to repeat that, reportedly stated that there were no clear evidence of foul play. So that's what the U.S. think about this case. There's no evidence of foul play. Do you think they changed that? Do you think they found some other evidence? This happened way in Mexico. They can only go by what's in the U.S. and what the Mexican police said in the autopsy saying, which are conflicting stories. That's where the conflicting stories come from. The friend stories were not conflicting at all. They told you alcohol poisoning. Let's continue. A death certificate obtained by Queen City News says Robinson died of a severe spinal cord injury, and it does not mention alcohol poisoning at all. That don't mean they told you a different story. They told you alcohol poisoning. Regardless. You didn't want to believe the truth. You didn't want to believe the video that was already out there. You still invited Khalil over. You invited the alleged girl who beat her to death over. She met the mama. In a section addressing whether the death was accidental or violent, someone answered yes, so it's unclear what the authorities meant. It's apparent that these authorities and the medical services and all that, they're completely negligent, in my opinion, incompetent, period. After the video was released by an unnamed source, again, we don't know who released that video, the story became more focused. So the video was already out there. It just became more viral after people like me and everybody else, bloggers. That's why the mama thanked bloggers, not Gerald Jackson. He was not the one to release the video. That video was already out there. You could go on Gerald Jackson. You could go on all his accounts, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. There's no video there. So he did not release the video. He wasn't the one who made the story go viral. It was everybody in the Black community who actually gave a shit about the story and wanted to report on it, including this channel. So you're giving too much power to an extortionist. Big facts. Thank you so much, RW, for that super chat. Thank you so much. Miss Coco B, thank you. Yes, hit the like button. Hit the like button. They trying to get this channel removed. They trying to get these videos removed. You think they not? You think they not? So this is what Quila Long said, and we're gonna wrap up this article. I was livid. No, you wasn't. Because when people was telling you that there was a fight, why wasn't you livid then? Why wasn't you mad then? Oh, if I would have knew, oh, they was right in your face, you wouldn't have done nothing either. You invited them to your home. I was livid. You should have been livid when you heard about the fighting to begin with, instead of believing one of the 6 people who were there. One of the 6 people who left your sister body in Mexico and came back to the US. I was livid. Long shares when she asked about her reaction after seeing it, I was extremely upset. Why was you extremely upset in the beginning when they didn't come back with Shanquella? When I saw the video, I automatically yelled. What you yelling for? What's that gonna do? You yelled at who? Who are you yelling at? At that moment, I was wishing I was there. Why? Would you have done anything? I played that video over and over again. They had to wake her up out of her sleep because she sleeps naked. And you know that. How? How do you know they woke her up out of the sleep? We didn't see her come out the bed. We only seen that she was naked and was comfortable being naked in front of people. Obviously, when she walked around and said, y'all hoes not naked yet. So obviously she was comfortable naked around women and men. Now, I'm not questioning her sexuality because that's not important to me, but she could have went both ways. I don't get naked around females. I don't go skinny dipping. That's just me. No, that's not how I get down. So obviously this was a party girl, a young girl living her life, not a daddy's girl, getting away from y'all, trying to be independent, partying her ass off. And that's just how she got down. At the end of the day, do that make her a bad person? No, it doesn't. But she was comfortable being naked, apparently and allegedly, around women and men. And she was naked standing there, and here she is fighting this girl. Yeah, the same girl that you let in your home, that you fed, that you let them explain a bunch of nothing to. The same one in that video that you ignored when people told you that they was fighting that girl. Yeah, that same one that you let in your home. And my sister's like 5'1", 100 pounds. That image of her didn't sit well with me. Now it doesn't sit well with you. It should never sat well with you. Inviting those suspects over should have never sat well with you in the beginning. So the prosecutor's office in Mexico announced an arrest warrant had been issued for femicide. No one's arrested. They ain't even naming who's on the actual arrest warrant. And that's just one warrant. So that's one suspect. A representative of the office who is not authorized to discuss details told Essence that femicide involves, we know that. We already know that. We've heard it 1,000 times. The same information over and over. People just put in new info. It's the same goddamn info, the same goddamn videos. I don't hear y'all calling those people out. So the state of government of Baja California, sir, will also continue with they already done with the investigation. If they already issued an arrest warrant and quickly said it was a femicide, they don't have none of their people involved. All their Mexican officials are covered. The doctors covered. Everybody else, you not questioning nobody else. Just one suspect. When all those people was there, oh, we're gonna just get her because the viral video. It says the legal advocate of the family, Sue Ann Robinson, no relation, her partner, her law partner, civil rights attorney Ben Crump. We already exposed Tamika Mallory and Ben Crump Ambulance chasers. Anytime there's police brutality, they're there. Anytime there's controversy, when it has to do with race, they're there. Well, this is a black on black crime. Where y'all at? Where Black Lives Matter at? This is black on black crime. Ain't no white police officer involved. Now what you got to say? They all black. Ambulance chasers. Look, an activist, Tamika Mallory, who helped set up that GoFundMe allegedly, worked alongside the family to compel legal action. Where's the legal action? Where's the legal action at? Please. You talk about justice. You ain't even got legal action. The legal advocate of the family. Where the hell they at? Where's Sue Ann at now? Where Tamika? Where Ben Crump? They didn't even go to the rally. You think they care? Are they getting some of that GoFundMe money? Suddenly want to be somebody legal activist, legal advocate. The hell you talking about? Hit that like button, y'all. We breaking this down. So listen, this is what the legal advocate says, right? Nowhere to be found, ain't did no interviews. Please. Legal advocates didn't even show up to the goddamn rally. As Robinson told Essence, okay, this is the legal advocate, the so-called legal advocate. We've been working to make sure that adequate pressure is put on the authorities. Oh, this is what their idea of putting pressure on the authorities. Call this number, 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 call this number. That's not putting pressure, that's harassing. And somebody else gonna get in trouble. Putting pressure is actually filing a goddamn lawsuit. Putting pressure is actually getting a private investigator to figure out what happened, or maybe contacting a private investigator in Mexico and getting a translator, doing all you could. All you could for justice, not over here just submissively waiting and seeing what they're going to say. They already told you they found no foul play. You think that changed? There's no foul play. There's no clear evidence of foul play. That video only shows one person doing that. You don't know if others did what they did. You think she's going to go down for the whole thing? I don't think so. I don't think so. Where the other videos at? And I've already exposed that. I believe that they dressed her. I exposed that weeks ago. Now people just coming out with new narratives. I exposed that weeks ago. They moved her. They dressed her allegedly because she was naked in the video. We don't know what time that video happened. We don't know what happened before and after that. There are other videos, in my opinion. Let's continue. We got over 500 people watching. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. As Robinson told Essence, we've been working to make sure that adequate pressure is put on the authority so the proper investigation is done in this case. Y'all ain't put pressure on shit. You have no power, no say-so. You in the same boat as everybody else, hoping for justice. It doesn't mean justice will be served. And that's the difference. I'm not going to drink the Kool-Aid because you want me to like the flavor. Ain't no justice have been served, and there's no promise that there will be. Keep giving people false hope all you want. Because obviously people are, this is what they said, putting pressure, adequate pressure on the authorities so that a proper investigation is done in this case. Because obviously people that are involved are concealing aspects of the case. What can the feds do? They can only do what's in the United States. That's all they could do. Text messages, what was the communication between the family members and the Cabo Six? Why did the parents invite three of the suspects to the home? You think they're not asking those questions? Right? So they're, like I said, their way of putting pressures for social media to call and harass public officials. That's not putting pressure. That's not going to determine the outcome. That's not getting justice. She said, because obviously people that are involved are concealing aspects of the case. Well, the people involved is not just the Cabo Six. You got the whole Mexican government involved, the police involved, the Mexican medical staff involved. You ain't putting no pressure on them. A lot of times people first foray into our legal system is when they're a victim of violent crime, blah, blah, blah. Y'all are ambulance chasers, clout chasers. You don't really care about victims because your mouth is closed now. Ain't been one update from Tamika Mallory. Ain't been one update from Ben Crump and all the rest of you motherfuckers who want to say Black Lives Matter. Tequila Long states that she is going to miss the little things about her sister. Conversations, text messages, how we respond to a, that's it? That's all you miss is the text messages and a conversation? What about the family trips? What about how outgoing and loving she was? Well, I mean, the little things. Or is that the only thing that you had was conversations and text messages? How we responded to each other. What the hell is that? That ain't no memories. Y'all wasn't that close. Y'all wasn't that close. Thank you so much for your super chat, Sabia. Thank you so much. Y'all was not that close. Long shares that Robinson was outgoing, well-spoken. She had ambition and was intelligent, business-driven, lovable. All these damn ads, y'all, my bad. Lovable, what else she say? Respectful and a beautiful person inside and out. Long hopes that all of those on the trip are shipped back to Mexico. No, you shipped them into your living room. You shipped them into your dining room. That's what you did. You invited them home to meet your mama. What type of sense do that make? Now suddenly you had a change of heart. Oh my God, I did not know he was like that. He left your sister dead in Mexico. I didn't know he was like that. Now I want them all shipped back to Mexico. All of them extradited. All of them. They told us lies. They told us different stories. No, they told you the same story. Alcohol poisoning. People told you, gave you a heads up. They were fighting that girl. Why did they know that? How did they know that? The video was already on the internet. I want to see them over there doing time away from their family. Well, you ain't getting that because these are the holidays and they're with their family. So you can wish, hope, and pray all you want, but they ain't arrested. They're not extradited. Trying to learn Spanish. I want them away from their family trying to learn Spanish. That's where I want them at. You sure didn't want them at when you invited them on over in your house. Right? You sure didn't want that then. Now you want to delete the link, right? You deleted the GoFundMe link and then added a picture. That don't mean nothing. That just means that you're watching my content. That means my voice is powerful because the truth will always stand. And these questions are powerful because they are putting food for thought in your mind. And we're not just going to drink the Kool-Aid. We're not going to drink the Kool-Aid. These questions are valid. You think she ain't watching me? Huh. You deleted the GoFundMe link. Why? You added a photo after I exposed you. Why? To make me look like a liar? No, I can't be no liar because we already exposed you. And your lack of concern, your lack of care, and your clout chasing. They were all giving us a lie. They lied. Well, the people was telling you they was lying. The people was telling you it was a fight and they was lying. You didn't believe them. You didn't have no outrage. You wasn't livid then. Here we go. I did not know them. I just knew one, Khalil Cook. And why they keep saying Khalil? I thought his name was Khalil. In several interviews, I'm hearing them saying Khalil Cook. Who the hell is Khalil Cook? Who the hell is Khalil Cook? And then some reports say that she died on the same day, Friday, October 28th. Other reports are saying she died on Saturday, the next day, October 29th. Which one is it? Which one is it? Did she die on the 28th or did she die on the 29th? Is it Khalil Cook or is it Khalia Cook? Is it Shanquella, or Shanquella? Do y'all even know your own goddamn daughter? Do you even know your own sister? What the hell is going on here? Auntie Monty, thank you so much for your super chat. What the hell is going on here? And thank y'all so much for being a member and supporting the channel. What is going on here? Yeah, cloud chasing. Cloud chasing. So let me read what the mama said. Now you already heard what the sister said. They didn't know da. It says this. Robinson's daughter died on October 28th, that same Friday that she spoke with her mama. This is what WCBC Charlotte is reporting, that she died on Friday, not Saturday. So that video, what was it on? Done on Friday or was it done on Saturday? Was it done in the morning on Saturday? I'm confused. Did they have any other fights? Was this the first fight or was it the second fight? Were they fighting since they got there? Nothing makes sense. Let's continue. Robinson's daughter died October 28th while on vacation with friends on Cabo, San Lucas, Mexico. Last week, Mexican authorities obtained an arrest warrant for a suspect in her death. They have not said who they are looking for. If you know who did it, if you feel you got an arrest warrant, why are they not even naming her? Because obviously somebody got something mixed up. They have not said who they are looking for, only that it's one of Robinson's friends from America who was with her on the trip. Shanquella's mother said she doesn't know who those friends are, but you let them in your home, right? Quila Long told you to come on over, mama. I'm inviting them over, them strangers that I don't even know. I'm inviting them strangers over with Khalia Cook. We inviting them strangers that you don't know over here, mama, so you can meet them, mama. With Khalia Cook. Shanquella's mother says she doesn't know who those friends are. I did not know them. I just knew the one, Khalia Cook. It seemed like you didn't know him either because from what the paper said, it's Khalil Cook. Right? Who the hell is Khalia? I knew him. So you knew one, but y'all invited two girls over, Winter and Dejhanae, the same girls who put hands on your daughter, allegedly. You invited them over. I didn't know the other six. Well, there was only six and then your daughter. So you didn't know the other five. All I know is they all went to college together. Salamandra recalled the last conversation she had with her daughter. She described Shanquella as happy. She was laughing and talking and saying the chef was getting ready to cook. I said, okay, enjoy yourself. Love you. I will talk to you tomorrow. That's it. Ain't ask, oh, well, who you go with? Who you with? Who up over there? What y'all doing? Show me. What you doing? Who you go with? UA in Mexico? You good? You feeling all right? Who you go with? Nobody asking questions. Okay, have fun. Yeah, enjoy yourself. Bye. Get off my line. Said Salamandra, but she never spoke to her daughter again. At first, Salamandra was told that her daughter died from alcohol poisoning. She said when the group got back from Mexico, they came to her house. Whose house did they come to? Was it Quila Long or was it Salamandra Robinson's? Please let us know. Whose house did they go to? Whose house did they go to? So the fact of the matter is, your story changed, not the Cabo Six. They been said alcohol poison from here to Cabo, Mexico. Alcohol poisoning. Y'all story changed. The Essence article said that Quila Long invited them to her house, and she said that to Gerald Jackson. They were over my house. Now the mama said they came to her house. You invited strangers that you didn't know to your house? We, question each one of them. Y'all are not police. And look at this. They heard before they even invited them over because we heard different. So before day one that they invited them over, they already heard about the fight. And they still invited them on over. I'm going to read that again. At first, Salamandra was told that her daughter died from alcohol poisoning. She said when the group got back from Mexico, right? The one she said she didn't know. She said it right here. I didn't know the other 6. I didn't know them. Then now here she said, when the group came back from Mexico, they came to her house to tell her what happened. You gonna let complete strangers come to your goddamn house? In your home? Where you sleep at night? We, questioned each one of them. We questioned them because we had heard different. Somebody already told them about the viral video. They fighting that girl. Listen, we had gotten a call saying they were over there fighting her, but they still went and got them and invited them in their home to question them. You know how dangerous that is? You know how foolish that is? Lord have mercy. Okay. A video circulating on social media shows Shanquella involved in a fight in what appeared to be the place she was staying. The death certificate confirmed Shanquella died from a spinal cord injury and not alcohol poisoning. Salamandra says she doesn't know who would have taken that video. We have no idea. We have no idea. Over 600 people watching. Hit that like button. We're making history today. Salamandra says the U.S. State Department told her they did not suspect foul play. This is what made them mad. Y'all didn't expect foul play. You believe the alcohol poison, so why are you going to get mad at the U.S. State Department for not suspecting foul play when you didn't even suspect foul play? She says she hasn't heard from them since the new developments were reported. I just felt that they didn't do their job. Or is it you didn't do your job? As a parent, as a mother, as a sister, is it that you let these same folks inside your home, which made you comfortable? You were comfortable. You were so comfortable with the story. You believe the story. Your daughter believed the story. Now you saying they didn't do their jobs when you had tea and crumpets with these motherfuckers coming back from Mexico with the same motherfuckers who beat your daughter to death. Now you want to be mad at the State Department because they didn't suspect foul play. That's what had everybody going all crazy. And then the video. Do you think their findings changed? Do you think they're going to all of a sudden say, oh, hey, y'all, we suspect foul play now. We suspect it now, y'all. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Lack of progress. Yeah, you were chilling with the suspects. Y'all was eating and chilling allegedly with the suspects. Now you want to get mad because lack of progress. Y'all the ones who took your sweet little time and listened to Khalil and Winter Donovan and you sat there and listened to Dejhanae Jackson, the same one who was knocking your daughter upside the damn head in that video while she was naked. And people was telling y'all they was fighting that girl. You still gonna believe Khalil. My goodness. And I don't know why they keep saying she mysteriously died. She died from a spinal cord injury. Why they keep saying that she mysteriously died? Why they keep asking? I just want answers. I just want to know what happened. What other answers are you looking for? What other answers are you looking for? Besides the video and besides the autopsy report, the police report, what other answers are you looking for? The lack of progress, they already told you they didn't find no foul play. Why you think is a lack of progress? They just told y'all they find no signs of foul play. Y'all had them in your home. If anything, you should be mad at yourself for letting them in and not hopping on this real quick like Bernard Robinson did. Crazy. People crazy, yo. Look, Shanquella Robinson's mother says friends lied. How? Okay. And listen to me. Listen to me clearly. Because I still want justice for her, but listen to this clearly. How did the friends lie when they told you the same story, right? Alcohol poisoning. Ain't that what the police report says? Ain't that what the police report says? So if they lied, if you're saying that they lied, who else lied? Then you saying the police lied too. And on the police report, it says she was being treated for alcohol poisoning. That's what the doctor was doing. Putting an IV for dehydration, right? That's what you use an IV for, to put the fluids back into your body. They said she was dehydrated. That's what the IV was for. So apparently she did drink, but she more than likely did die for, I don't know. At this point, I don't know. I don't know. The autopsy and the police report are two different things, but that came straight from the Mexican authorities, and you want them extradited back to Mexico when Mexico then fucked up the police report and the autopsy, right? Allegedly. You want them to go to Mexico, right? You thinking they're going to do some time in Mexico or something. And they cry. See, all this stuff came after. Then they cry. Y'all didn't give us those details before. Oh, they cried now. Were y'all crying? Did you cry? Did you cry? Because people saying they ain't seen a tear from you. And yes, people grieve differently, but they cried. You didn't. The funeral was November 19th. So you were still in communication with these motherfuckers? Whew. Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay. Now she revealed new details, right? It says, during the December 7th episode of Nightline, the mother of Shanquella Robinson provided new details. Boy, new details about the group of friends. So y'all the ones, y'all story changed. You having the new details. You ain't telling everything. You trying to make it seem like y'all was just, we just questioned them, like y'all was interrogating them. No, you was chilling, crying, and you were consoling the suspects. You were consoling the alleged murder suspect. Now you're revealing all this new information. Your stories change, not the Cabo 6. They stuck with alcohol poisoning. It's y'all that's getting yourself in trouble without legal representation, running your mouths all over the goddamn place and saying different type of shit. It says, during the December 7th episode of Nightline, the mother of Shanquella Robinson provided new details about the group of friends who accompanied her daughter on vacation to San Jose del Cabo, Mexico. Robinson died on October 29th. Others say she died that same night. In the villa the group rented for their vacation, one of the friends called Robinson's mother and told her that her daughter was ill. Later, they said she died from alcohol poisoning. However, a video soon circulated on social media contradicting the group's story and captured the woman repeatedly beating a naked and defenseless Shanquella. But yeah, they didn't teach her how to fight. That's why she was defenseless. She had 2 fists. And believe me, I know this is going to make y'all uncomfortable, but I got to keep this shit 100. She had 2 fists. She wasn't taught to fight. They didn't teach her how to defend herself. And yes, it's messed up what happened. She didn't deserve that. We want justice, but this is the goddamn truth. She didn't defend herself because her parents didn't teach her how to fight. The coroner's report noted Robinson died from a severe spinal cord injury and a broken neck. Salamandra Robinson described receiving a phone call from an unidentified person. All these unidentified, unnamed sources, but they want justice. They want justice, but they ain't naming nobody. They want justice, but they not naming nobody, right? Informing her that the group had been fighting her daughter during the vacation. And y'all didn't believe that. I get a call from somebody. Look, I get a call from somebody. You know who called you. It's somebody you know, because otherwise they wouldn't have your goddamn number. Allegedly. I didn't even know who it was. Yes, you did. Why are you still talking to people you don't know? Why are you inviting people to your home that you don't know? And they said they were over there fighting that girl. And that's the way they just left it, just like that, and hung up. Said they were over there fighting her. I don't know why they keep telling her alcohol poisoning. So she already got the heads up, and they still invited them all over for some tea, crumpets, and whatever the fuck else to discuss fashion. What colors we gonna wear to the funeral, y'all? We discussing fashion, allegedly. Robinson's mother said she later confronted the group. Look, after hearing all this, she confronted the group. First, y'all said y'all invited them, the friends, over. Listen how it's reworded now. First, they said they invited the friends over. 3 of the friends that they didn't know, right? I only knew Khalil Cook. That's what the mom said. I only knew Khalil Cook. But you invited Winter and Dejhanae over, and that was confirmed by Quila Long in the interview with Gerald Jackson. So Dejhanae, Winter, and Khalil was over there. She already got a phone call. They already gave us heads up. The Lord was sending you signs, telling you it was not alcohol poisoning. They was fighting. How did they know that? The video was already surfacing. The video was already going viral. That's how they knew. She didn't want to listen to them. Now she decided to be Miss Big and Bad and later confronted the group when they came to visit her. You cannot make this shit up. She already knew what happened to her daughter. She ignored it and then wanted to confront the group. You didn't confront nobody. Y'all invited them people over. She met you. According to the Essence article, y'all met each other. You ain't confront nobody like they just confronting somebody. Come on now. Prior to the funeral was November 19th. So they still was in communication, still chopping it up, still talking to him. Robinson's mother said she later confronted the group when they came to visit her in Charlotte, North Carolina, prior to the funeral, and discussed choosing outfits. So even after the viral video was out, they invited them over and talking about the funeral. The funeral was held on November 19th. Why were they still in communication with these MFers after the video surfaced? Oh boy. Okay. This is what she said. They were crying. They said they never had a fight. They sat here and said they were picking out what they were wearing to the funeral. No, that was y'all. That was y'all telling, oh, we're gonna wear pink. How are they gonna talk about what they're gonna wear to the funeral? And nobody showed up. And why didn't you say this when they first interviewed you? Why are these new details coming out? Again, y'all story changed, not the Cabo 6. Ms. Robinson went on to say that as the family continued to plan for funeral services, more information came to light about Shanquella's. You already got all the information. They were fighting her. It wasn't alcohol poison. People telling you the information. What more information do you need? The light is right in front of you, right in your face. You still looking for answers when people already told you. They personally called you. They had that much love for you that they called you and you still ignored it. Ms. Robinson went on to say that as the family continued to plan her funeral services, more information came to light about Shanquella's death. She remembered receiving a call notifying her of the police report and autopsy. That was Mr. Robinson. Mr. Robinson said that he called her as soon as he found out the autopsy report. He said that in an interview. While y'all still chilling with the friends. Oh, just couldn't believe it. Yeah, I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. They already told you. They was fighting that girl. They fighting that girl. Don't believe them. It wasn't alcohol poisoning. Stop letting the motherfuckers in your house. Click. Oh, I just couldn't believe it. Something could have happened to them easily because you didn't believe it. Y'all didn't want to believe it. You know, oh, we was just got sick on the stomach. She confronted one of the friends. Why are you confronting them? So they were still talking to Khalil. She confronted one of the friends, allegedly, again, after learning the results. I'm about to fall over. After learning the autopsy results, she's still talking to Khalil. She's still talking to Khalil after the video's out, after getting the autopsy report, after the police report. She's still trying to call herself confronting some motherfucking body. This is why there's no progress in this motherfucking case. Why are you still talking to these suspects? Still inviting them over? Oh, man. She confronted one of the friends again after learning the results. And he said he sweated through his shirt. So you were in person with the motherfucker even afterwards. Still didn't believe it. She still didn't believe it. She didn't even believe the autopsy report. She didn't believe the people telling her they was fighting that girl. She didn't believe the police report. It says, after learning the results, and said he sweated through his shirt. He was sweating so bad, it's like it was eating him up. Shanquella's father, Bernard Robinson, said he was disturbed to learn her friends did nothing and even encouraged her beating. Those wasn't her friends. Apparently, you didn't know her friends either. You didn't know who she hung out with. Y'all wasn't that close either. I don't know what happened with you and Miss Robinson, but whatever that was, the separation caused them to separate and excommunicate you, in my opinion, allegedly. I could just feel her suffering, he said, the last breath she took out of her body. Mexican authorities issued an arrest warrant for an unnamed female in connection with Robinson's death, which they classified as a femicide. I think that classification is wrong too, because there were men involved as well. The FBI also opened an investigation. Local prosecutor Daniel de la Rosa Anaya confirmed the warrant and said he requested her extradition. Mexico have no authority on U.S. soil. There is an arrest warrant issued for the crime of femicide to the detriment of the victim, and again, as an alleged perpetrator, a friend of hers who is the direct aggressor. No, it was other characters involved here. What about your people? What about the doctor? What about the police report conflicting with the autopsy report? Y'all did a piss poor job because you didn't give a shit either, in my opinion. Actually, it wasn't a quarrel, but instead a direct aggression. We are carrying out all the pertinent procedures, such as the Interpol alert. Where's the Interpol alert? Y'all, where's that at? And the request for extradition. You can request all you want. That don't mean that they're going to get extradited. Ms. Robinson added that she wanted justice for Shanquella. It's hard, but I want the world to see it. I want everything to come out because I just want justice for my child. Oh, man. Lord have mercy. Thank you so much for your super sticker, Auntie Moni. Lord have mercy. Hit that like button, man. People need to see it. This video is age restricted and only available on YouTube. Wow. So, one last thing I want to share with y'all.
Can you see?
Hold on. I know I've been on here for a minute. Lord have mercy. Okay. I need to share with y'all one more thing.
2,000 miles away.
Local.
Give me a second.
Grieved. Salamandra says she received.
Here we go.
To the States after their vacation. But as the family grieved, Salamandra says she received a disturbing call.
I got a call from somebody I didn't even know who it was.
You got a call from somebody I didn't even know who it was. So everybody just got your number. You let everybody have your number, let everybody come in the house, let everybody do what they want to do, right? No boundaries, no, you don't know who called you, you don't know how the video, you just don't know nothing, right? Let's bring this back. Let's bring this back.
Call.
I got a call from somebody, I didn't even know who it was, and they said that they was over there fighting that girl. And that's the way they left it, just like that.
So someone just called you, said that, and then hung up?
And hung up. So they was over there fighting. I don't know why they keep talking about alcohol poisoning.
Salamandra.
So she already knew. The question is, did she care? Did she care? Were they close to her like we thought they were? Does this have to do with any of the PPP loans? Do this got to do with money? She ain't break no bread. 642 people watching, making history. Hit the like button if you're enjoying the content. Let's continue.
Telling us she confronted the friends about that call when they visited her at home in Charlotte, North Carolina.
They was crying and say they never had a fight. They even sit here and say they was picking out what they was wearing to the funeral. They sit down here and we was talking about what colors we was gonna wear and what we was gonna do, and they sit here and say pick out what they was wearing to the funeral.
You act like they was just saying it by themselves. Y'all had a whole conversation with these people about what y'all was wearing to the funeral, because when you go look at the funeral photos, apparently y'all chose the color hot pink. I guess whoever was closest or whatever, we gonna, you know, this was a fashion show. We about to flex at this funeral. The news gonna be there. Everybody gonna be there. We about to flex. We gonna show you what we got, right? I thought they were struggling financially. Did she have life insurance? If she had life insurance, what's the point of the GoFundMe? You could get up to $1 million from life insurance. There's $1 million policies. What's the point of the GoFundMe if you had life insurance? Oh man. Okay, let's continue.
As Shanquella's family was making plans for her funeral, they received bombshell news contradicting everything they'd been told by the so-called friends and the police report.
When they called me and the autopsy came back, it all made sense.
But it didn't. It didn't because you then confronted Khalil. You were still talking to him. It didn't make sense. You still didn't believe. That still didn't get through to you because you still confronted Khalil, according to the article that I just read. All the signs were there. Everyone was letting y'all know. You still had them over. You still having Khalil over, talking about the funeral. The funeral happened November 19th. So you still was in communication after the video, after the autopsy report, after the police report. You still was talking to Khalil and possibly the other members. So if you want to know why nothing's happening, you play a huge role in that as well, in my opinion. Lord have mercy. I'm going to play a little bit more of this and then we're going to wrap it up, y'all. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on all notifications because my eyes are opening wider and wider each and every day. I kid you not.
According to the death certificate from Mexico, the 25-year-old died from a severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, a dislocated neck. There was no mention of alcohol or cardiac arrest, and the approximate time of death was at 3 p.m., just 15 minutes after the injuries.
What went through your mind when you heard that?
Oh, I couldn't believe it. You know, we just got sick on the stomach.
Salamandra.
Well, I'm sick of my stomach. I'm sick of the misinformation. I'm sick of the changing of the stories. I'm sick of the lack of accountability. I'm sick of the people said knew this and knew that and ain't shit new. Ain't nothing changed. No one's arrested. No one's extradited. But as long as she's dead, rest in peace. But I gotta say it plainly. As long as she's dead, you can go ahead and collect that GoFundMe. As long as no one's arrested, you can go ahead and collect that GoFundMe. Right? Ain't that right? Quila Long? Now you want to take out the link. What that mean? What that mean? That just proved that I was right about you. And you changed up the GoFundMe, the language in the GoFundMe too. I got proof of that too. What was that gonna do? I mean, what did you expect that to do to me and exposing you? All you let me know is I make hit dogs holler. I make hit dogs holler, right? Now the GoFundMe link is gone. Now she want to post one photo of Shanquella. Look, just give them what they want. Shit, leave me alone. I just want my fucking money. I just want my motherfucking money, and then I'm out. Hell, she dead. She dead. What's crying gonna do? What's crying gonna do? She dead. Wow. And not only that,
tonight at 11.
Give me a second.
Family is trying to figure out what happened to the.
Listen to this shit right here. Trying to still figure out what happened after. I mean, you cannot make this shit up. Just 30 days ago, pushing for answers. What the fuck are you looking for at this point? The answers have been, your questions have been answered. What are you looking for? What are you pushing for? You still don't believe it? Oh, man.
Their 25-year-old daughter. Shanquella Robinson's parent, tonight at 11. A Charlotte family is trying to figure out what happened to their 25-year-old daughter. Shanquella Robinson's parents say she took a trip to Mexico last month with a group of friends. Her friends made it back, but she didn't. They say she was found dead. They were told what happened, but they tell me tonight they're not buying it.
Oh, now you're not buying it. Come on, man. Y'all story changed, not the Cabo 6. Y'all story changed. Now you wasn't buying it. You just said you put all your trust in Khalil because that was her so-called best friend. Now you're not buying it. Let's check out that GoFundMe. Let's see where we at with that open GoFundMe. That don't mean we ain't gonna still pay attention to that GoFundMe. You could take the link out your bio and do everything you want to do. That don't mean we not gonna check on your open GoFundMe that's gonna be here until the new year, huh? How long you gonna keep that up until you reach a milli? Till you reach $1 million? Is that what it is? You gonna keep it up until you reach $1 million? Are you kidding me? Your goal was $400,000, and we don't even know why that was your goal because y'all wasn't struggling financially. You had a beautiful Christmas from what y'all showed us. You had Gucci under the tree, all type of stuff. People sending you cash apps. This is not just a GoFundMe. People sending the money too. I have a strong feeling in my spirit they are getting money outside of the GoFundMe as well. You kidding me? $402,274. You know that's a lot of money. That's nearly $500,000. They still got this open. People still donating. They banking off of her. You don't want justice. Justice is getting a lawyer and shutting your mouth. You done spoke with people who are not even credible. Gerald Jackson. You didn't spoke with random motherfuckers on here. Then gonna change up this. I already got before you change this up, I already got what you had before this. You said this money was for funeral expenses and legal fees. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, recent donations right here. 5 hours ago, $85. 13 hours ago, $10. 22 hours ago, $25. Yeah, y'all donate if you want to. You donate if you want to. These thieves won't get a dime from me. Now that I know what I know. Period. Yeah, they do. Everybody needs their refund. Everyone needs a refund, in my opinion. Give people their money back. Get your $65,000 back, Kyrie Irving. They ain't getting no lawyer. They ain't got no lawyer fees. They didn't need this for the funeral. She's been buried. We going into 2023 now. They wait until they hit $1 million. In my opinion. Yeah, she gonna disappear with that money. Page gonna be deleted, right? Page is gonna be gone. Watch in a few months. You think she care about justice more than she care about this money? Yeah, they gonna disappear. Right? They gonna disappear, in my opinion. Yeah, GoFundMe still open. Still open. You got more than enough. Reach the goal. That's what you call greed and exploitation. So, what are y'all thoughts? What are y'all thoughts about this? I appreciate everybody in the live chat. I know I couldn't reach to everybody. You only gonna see this here. People could drink the Kool-Aid all they want. Call me what you want. Say it's disrespectful. I don't give two shits. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. It gotta be said plain like this. It has to be said plain. You exploiting her death. And you looking for clout. Y'all wasn't that close, in my opinion. And your actions afterwards says a whole lot. Right. Exactly. Didn't they up the money? Wasn't it $100,000 at first? Allegedly. Then they put it to, oh shit, we get all this shit. Thanks for dying, Shanquella. Thanks so much, girl. Shit, we got verified. We got this money in the bank. Because I could have sworn, was it $100,000 at first? My God. My God. But you know what? We got over 600 people watching here. And if you think what I'm saying is not affecting people, if you think what I'm saying is not powerful, it wouldn't be over 600 people in here. Because they know I'm going to keep it 100. I'm standing on every word that I've said, and I still want justice for her. But justice is not going to look like what we think it is. Justice is not going to look like what we think it is. So with that being said, I appreciate everyone watching, over 600 folks in here watching. What are your thoughts about this situation? Shout out to everyone who support the channel. Subscribe if you haven't. We're going to stay on this and we're going to see if they get extradited. We're going to see, because y'all talk about it, they got subpoenas. Just like Dejhanae was arrested. Yeah. They still chilling on Instagram. Please. They exploited her death at this point, in my opinion. So y'all, think for yourselves. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Continue to be independent. Don't be a follower. Continue to ask questions. No matter who buck up. Yeah, I got God on my side too. What's good? What's good? And the truth is going to come out. And what's done in the dark, for damn sure, going to come to the light. Like it's big coming to the light. So with that being said, y'all, on your way out, hit the like button so more people can see this in the algorithm. They need to see this. They tried to take this video down. Y'all seen the screen go black. They tried to take the video down. So I'll see y'all on the next one, all right? Peace. I'm out.